Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Mmm. Mmm. Magic of Facebook happening right now. We are going to be trying 5 different hot sauces. And I've never had any of these. First of all, we have kind of our standard orange pepper sauce. It looks very similar to what you'd find at most restaurants in Barbados, although I have not had this brand. This is Marley Vale. Next up, we have Delish. This brand is like super popular. I've had it many times, but I've never had this particular hot sauce. It's the red hot pepper sauce. I normally would get the orange in this brand. Okay. Next up, we have Old Duppy. Old Duppy pepper sauce. It's called Fire Pooch. Fire Pooch, made in Barbados. If you're not familiar with what a duppy is a ghost. Caribbean slang for a ghost. Next up, we have Chief brand products. Scorpion pepper sauce. I'm going to guess that's made with the Trinidad scorpion, although I actually did not check the ingredients. It does indeed have scorpion peppers. And finally, we have Grace. Grace hot pepper sauce. It says very hot. I have been told that this is a Jamaican like standard. I've never had it before. It is made in Jamaica, and I'm curious to see what that's about. Still not sure if my Facebook is sharing with people. Can't really see. Oh, I see. All right. So here's how this taste test is going to go. We are going to first taste each sauce on Chefette chicken tenders. Chefette is probably one of the most popular fast food chains in Barbados. In fact, it's only based in Barbados. It's known for their fried chicken or their broasted chicken. And we'll be trying the chicken tenders today, which I've heard are delicious. I've just never had them before. So this will be my first time having the Chefette chicken tenders. I've had their fried chicken many times. Chicken tenders are new to me. For refreshments, I've got ice cold water as well as a bottle of Deputy. Deputy, standard beer in Barbados. If you would go out to a bar, it would be Banks, Deputy, and Carib. I'm going with Deputy. It has a kind of nondescript flavor profile. I thought that if I had a Banks, the flavor might interfere with hot sauce. I'm going with Deputy tonight. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start with Marley Vale. I think I know what this is going to taste like. If it is similar to any of the other orange Bajan pepper sauces. I keep saying hot sauce because that's what I'm used to saying, but in Barbados they would say pepper sauce. So let's pour out a little dab of this. So I don't know if you can see that. It's fairly chunky. So some sauces you might see are very well blended. It would have a smooth consistency. This actually, you can see chunks of the peppers. Maybe some seeds as well. I'm going to go ahead and read the ingredients for all of you. Oh, look, made in St. Philip, Barbados. Ingredients are onions, turmeric, hot peppers, sweet peppers, vinegar, mustard, and salt. So for this kind of hot sauce, the orange pepper sauce that's very, very popular in Barbados, turmeric and mustard are pretty much always on the ingredients, as well as vinegar. That's why it's orange, because of the turmeric and the mustard. So let's start here. First time tasting a Chefette chicken tender, and also first time trying the Marley Vale. We'll try to get a good dip on here. Gee, as a dipping sauce, the Marley Vale is kind of failing. If you notice, I'm kind of dragging the chicken tender through the sauce. It is not, because of that consistency, it's a little bit watery. It's not really picking up onto the chicken. So we'll try this out. Okay. So because we're on national pause, Chefette was not open today. So these chicken tenders are a day old. I bought them yesterday. I bought an 8-pack, and then I reheated them and placed them back in the box for dramatic effect. So these are not, in fact, fresh from Chefette. The hot sauce is great, and it does taste pretty much as I would expect. Light on the vinegar, not too hot, pretty mild. I would not say that you can specifically taste the turmeric. The mustard does come through, but there is kind of like a smooth earthiness to it, and I think the turmeric lends itself to that. That's a great hot sauce, very delicious. On a scale of 1 to 10 for hot spiciness, I'd put it like maybe a 3. Yeah, a 3. I think that's safe to say. So, Marley Vale, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I would say, however, it's not the best version of this sauce that I've seen. I've had better orange pepper sauces in Barbados. Would I eat it again? Yes. Would I go seek out this brand? No. Okay, next up. We're going to go with Delish. Delish is a standard brand. You'll see it in every market. I've never tried this particular hot sauce, which is the red hot pepper sauce. And the reason is, I don't know if you can see this in the camera with this lighting. There's something about the color of this hot sauce that seems very, very unappealing to me. It's almost pinkish. It's kind of like Pepto-Bismol, or like if there was like a raw salami and you took it out of the casing before reheating it, it would have that like pinkish color. It's just not appealing. I mean, in the store, when you see these two hot sauces, you really want this one. This one, not so much, but let's try it out. You definitely smell the vinegar. Does not smell that different than the orange pepper sauce. Oh, wow. Did you see that? That is very, very watery. Look at how it just kind of slides around the plate. And it's very, very viscous. It is a bit separated. I would say that this is not a very well blended hot sauce. Small chunks of what I believe are onions and red peppers. Let's try dipping it with the chicken tender. The chicken tender does pick up the sauce a little bit better than the Marley Vale. I'm surprised by that. Let's give it a taste. Okay. Despite it saying red hot pepper, just by the color, you might immediately think that the red would be much more spicy than the yellow. I would say that is not the case. I would say it's about the same. It tastes pretty good though. I'm going in for another dip. You get the vinegar, you get the red chilies. Let's check out that ingredient list. Hot peppers are now the first ingredient, where they were not the first ingredient on that one. Onions, mustard, garlic, sugar, vinegar, red 40, and salt. So, I was going to make a joke about this and the fact that it's so pink, in a very unappetizing pink. If there was ever a time for food coloring, for additives, this is the case. But now, as I can see, they do add a red food coloring. My advice to them would be add more. The pink, look at it. Pink. Not appealing. Okay. Now, before we go on to the next hot sauce, I would just like to say, these chicken tenders are delicious. I would say the chicken tenders might be better than the regular chicken at Chefette. Chefette's fried chicken is pretty good. As far as fast food fried chickens go, I'd say it's a fine chicken. I've enjoyed it. I don't think it's outstanding, but I think it's well seasoned. I think it's cooked well. But I would say chicken tenders, better. Okay. Because this hot sauce is so runny, I'm going to go get another plate. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm a little torn here. I'm not sure what the next hot sauce should be. We have the Grace from Jamaica. We have the Scorpion. And then we have the Old Duppy. I had two friends tell me, or warn me, I should say, that the Old Duppy is very, very hot. I trust their opinion, so I am going to put Old Duppy. I'm just not sure. I feel like because this has a Trinidad Scorpion, this will also be as hot. Let's put these aside, and we'll go with the Grace. Hot pepper sauce, very hot, made in Jamaica. A very short ingredient list: hot peppers, water, cane vinegar, salt, and xanthan gum. Xanthan gum, if you're unaware, is a thickening agent. Oh, this is interesting. It almost smells like Tabasco. It's really, you're just getting the vinegar and the hot and the chilies. Oh, okay. So, just a little bit more viscous than Tabasco sauce, and I would say that's probably because of the xanthan gum. So it's got, a little bit of body to it. I'm very curious to try this one. Okay, the dip test, it seems to be coating the chicken tender nicely for a very thin sauce. Okay, so, I need another taste before I share my thoughts. Okay. Now, despite the bottle saying very hot, I would actually say this is less hot than either the Marley Vale or the Delish. The flavor, even though the smell is similar to Tabasco, I think the flavor is actually a little bit better. The vinegar and the pepperiness of it aren't so upfront. It's actually nicely balanced. Yes, you get the vinegar, but it's not punching me in the face. The heat, just barely on the tip of the tongue. But it doesn't have much going on, right? Here you have the turmeric, you have the mustard. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10 on heat, I'd say it's a 2. If this was the only hot sauce in the restaurant, sure, I would eat it. I would be happy with it. Would I seek this out in the store? Probably not. It just doesn't have a lot of character to it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Not gonna get excited about it. Like when I go back home, I'm not gonna be packing this in my suitcase. All right, next up, we've got to make a decision here between the Scorpion and the Old Duppy. I've never had either of these, and just because 2 friends told me to be careful with the Old Duppy, we're going to hold on to that one. That will be the last hot sauce, and let's try the Scorpion. Oh, wow. Wow. The aroma is much more punchy. You get some vinegarariness, but you also get a lot of kind of fruity, spicy, like a rich aroma to it. Okay, I'm excited about this one now. Let's do the pour test. Yeah, okay, interesting. Now, while the sauce does have a few chunks, those are really just some seeds and kind of pepper flecks. The rest of it seems pretty well incorporated. And look, really doesn't move too much on the plate. This one, I think, is going to coat the chicken nicely. I should cleanse my palate with the Deputy. Okay. Coats the chicken tender nicely. The smell, it really smells nice. Let's try the test. This is one of those sauces. Wow. Ooh. The flavor just keeps changing, right? The heat comes in at the end. Spicy up front, but now that burn, definitely coating the mouth, back of the throat. Still getting really nice floral fruity notes as you're exhaling through your nose. This is a really nice hot sauce. Lots going on. Sweet up front, a little bit of pepperiness and the vinegar at the front, but then as you continue chewing and eating, it mixes with the chicken. Now I'm inhaling, exhaling, different flavors kind of dancing across the tongue, and then that nice heat at the end. Wow, this is a great hot sauce. This is very nice. The ingredients are water. Water is the first ingredient. Scorpion peppers, hot peppers, papaya, starch, spices, citric acid, sodium benzoate. Who makes this? Where is this from? It's from Trinidad and Tobago. Okay. Very, very interesting hot sauce. Wow, this is really tasty. This I would definitely buy again. If I ran out of this bottle, I would go back to the store specifically to buy this bottle. This is a great hot sauce. Heat, I'm still not saying it's like blow my face away. I'd say it's like a 7. Flavor is fantastic. That is a great hot sauce. Great hot sauce. Okay, moving on to the final one. We've got Old Duppy Fire Pooch. I have to tell you that the name Faya Pooch, that's the reason I bought the hot sauce. I've never had it before. Also, the label was cool. And I like the name Old Duppy. Okay. Very interesting. The heat scale on the back, they've got these ghosts. And out of 5 ghosts, it says it's 4 ghosts. It says use with caution. Just wait for it. Okay. Part of me is a little bit nervous because, as I said, I did have some friends say that it's very hot. But at the same time, all of the other hot sauces, heat-wise, I don't know. I don't think they're that spicy. The Scorpion had some heat to it, but it wasn't. I wouldn't be afraid of that hot sauce. I wouldn't hold back pouring it on whatever food I was eating. But here we go. We're going to end with the Old Duppy. Oh, I should say, I thought first round I was going to try each hot sauce dipping with a chicken tender, and I thought it would end it by trying a small spoonful of each of them. So this round, we're eating it with the chicken, as you would eat the hot sauce normally with the meal. And then I think I'll finish by having a small spoonful of each. So you're just tasting the hot sauce by itself. Pepper sauce, I'm sorry. We are in Barbados. We should say it as Bayesians would. Okay. Interesting. You don't immediately get the sense that it's going to be very hot, but you do get some almost tomatoey, rich, savory smells going on there. It smells good. It almost smells like a barbecue sauce. It smells a little bit sweet. There's some vinegar notes in there. Wow. It really just smells like a savory, sweet sauce. But let's try it with the chicken tender. Oh. Look at that. This is by far the thickest of the sauces that we've had. Wow. I really had to shake it to get out of the bottle. Look at how little movement we're getting on the plate of that hot sauce. Wow, interesting. But still not picking up a lot of heat. Let's go for the dip test. Not much going on at the beginning. Flavor does not stand up to the initial smell. And just from that initial smell, I thought it would be very, very flavorful. I thought there'd be lots going on. And in fact, I think the chicken is overpowering the hot sauce. Going in for 2. Very fruity. Lots of fruit. Front of the tongue. Sweet aromas. Okay, the heat is slowly coming in. Okay. Yeah. When you start salivating, and the heat kind of stretches across the width of your tongue, and then you get the heat in the back of your throat. Yeah, okay. It's coming now. Yes, definitely getting hotter. I would say, though, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of it. I could see how if you had an entire meal, let's say I had 4 chicken tender combo and I was just eating with this hot sauce, would I dip each bite so aggressively in this hot sauce? No. Okay. The heat is definitely building, but still manageable. Okay. You know, I am sweating a little bit, but that can also be because I'm in Barbados. Absolutely the hottest of all of the sauces that we've had so far. And I think, well, I really like the scorpion. While I like the overall flavor of this, I think the scorpion wins it out on overall taste. I would really enjoy that scorpion on a lot of different kinds of dishes. This Old Duppy is good, but my friends were right. Okay, the heat is definitely building. What, that was three bites with generous dabs of the Old Duppy. This would not be an everyday hot sauce or an every meal hot sauce unless you really, really like the heat. It is good though, it has good flavor. I kind of feel like it smells better than it tastes. Okay, I really want to eat this last chicken tender. I'm just going to go through the hot sauces really, really quick, one more time, just to see if maybe my taste buds have changed now that I've tried so many different hot sauces. We're going to go back to Marley Vale. Sweet. Smooth. Such a smooth flavor. I think the turmeric and the mustard just balance that thing out. Now again, not the best of the orange pepper sauces I've had in Barbados, but in general, that is my favorite type of pepper sauce in Barbados. That standard orange one. Okay, let's go with the Pepto-Bismol Pink Delish. See if the taste has changed at all. More vinegary this time. Much more pronounced vinegar flavor. The second time around, eating it back to back with the Marley Vale. Does make it slightly more interesting, but again, if I had to choose, if I had to have one or the other, I'd go with the orange. The Grace, one more time. Tiny little bottle. Tiny little bottle. It makes you think that it's going to be dangerously hot. Not so. You know, it doesn't have a lot going on. It doesn't have a lot of character. Like I said, it's fine if it was, you know, you're at a little rum shop, you're at a little restaurant. If this is the only hot sauce, sure, you're going to put that on your food. Would I seek it out? No. Okay, going back to the scorpion. Interesting now, eating them so quick, back to back. I really should have been cleansing my palate with that deputy in between each one, but now the flavors are really mingling. This time around, the scorpion is not really standing out. Whereas before, I was just kind of raving about the flavor. I don't think it's good, but it's not just blending in. It's just blending in. Okay, finally, one more time with the Old Duppy. Well, that time, when I put the chicken in my mouth, I want hot sauce first. And you immediately get that pepperiness up front. Still good. So second time around, scorpion, not as much of a standout. Duppy is kind of, Fire Pooch, I should say, Old Duppy is the brand, is kind of growing on me. I'm kind of liking, again though, because of that heat level, it would not be an everyday, it would not be an every meal hot sauce. Okay, final round, we're gonna go straight hot sauce. So we're renting this place temporarily, and I was looking in the kitchen. They have these little spoons. Look at these tiny little spoons. Like this one, I'm guessing it's for like, tea. But why would you have a spoon at that angle? This is a very curious spoon to me, right? Strange, and very shallow spoon. So I think I will do 1 spoonful of each hot sauce back to back. Hot sauce only, no Chefette delicious chicken tender to sway my taste buds. We'll just go hot sauce. And I'll make sure and cleanse my palate with that deputy in between each one of these. So first step is the Marley Vale. Okay, Marley Vale, first one up. When you have the Marley Vale by itself, wow. You get the onion, the mustard, the turmeric, I'm even picking up much more clearly now. And I'm getting some herbs. I'm getting something else in there. The ingredients do not say it has herbs, but I'm picking up something like a tarragon or like something else. Wow, very different taste experience when you just have the sauce by itself. By itself, I'm liking the Marley Vale a lot more than I did that first round. Very, very interesting. Interesting how like your sense of taste can change so profoundly when you're eating, with different methods, different things, different amounts by itself or with another element. Let's try the Delish. Oh God, that color. It's just the worst color for a sauce. Pepto-Bismol is how I would describe it. Bologna. It's bologna out of its casing in a bottle, liquefied. Oh wow. Oh. Wow. Very vinegary, and I have to say, some very unpleasant notes, both on the tongue and in the nose. Whereas having a spoonful of the Marley Vale by itself really elevated the flavors. Having the Delish red hot pepper sauce by itself, it tastes terrible. It's bad. This has really discolored my whole outlook, not just on this pink monstrosity, but also of the Delish brand. Ooh, that was very unpleasant. Really unpleasant. I can't describe the flavor that's going on in my mouth. It tastes very synthetic. Something about the way that it's coating my tongue. It tastes very processed. Wow. Did not like the Delish by itself. Okay. Next up is the Grace hot pepper sauce, very hot. Oh, wow. Okay. Grace hot pepper sauce by itself. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Vinegary. Vinegary, but then you get these little bursts of like sweetness, heat. Ooh. And whereas the consistency of the delish, I didn't like the way that it coated my mouth, but the grace, on the other hand, there's something about, I think I'm going to say it's that xanthan gum in there. It just kind of evenly coats the mouth and the tongue. Ooh. And all different flavors are firing on my tongue. Really good. I would say I'm enjoying the grace quite a bit more just as a spoonful. On food, doesn't really stand out. But by itself, very interesting. I'm out of Deputy. I'm going to get another beer. I'll be right back. Okay, final two here. Let's get into it. Scorpion. Very excited about trying this by itself. Really liked it on the chicken tender. Wow. Really retains that like well-roundedness. Ooh. Heat really picks up in the back of the throat much faster with a spoonful. Heat radiating out on the tongue. Still nice balanced flavor. Much hotter by itself. Wow. Significantly hotter. Salivating on the back, the sides of the tongue. I don't want to drink the Deputy too quickly. I do want to get the full experience. Heat is much stronger when eaten by itself. Very peppery on the front of the tongue. Heat down the back of the throat. Wow. Flavor is still good. I would say, though, I enjoy the flavor better on the chicken tender. Still good. Ooh, wow, the heat is much more intense. Eyes are slightly watering, continuing to salivate. Definitely feeling a little flushed, increased heart rate, and mild tearing of the eyes. Wow, Scorpion, much hotter this time around. Wow. Excuse me, I need to compose myself. It's not completely overpowering, but much stronger than I expected it to be. Okay, gonna cleanse the palate with a Deputy and finish off with an Old Deputy. Ooh, Scorpion. Much more intense that way. Okay, now, look at how thick this sauce is. Wow. Whoa. Okay, maybe that was a little bit too much. That's definitely a rounded spoonful of the fire pooch. Wow, the Scorpion is still hitting pretty hard. Oh, very peppery in front, but a lot. Now I'm feeling it in my stomach. Definitely just felt it kind of drop through from being in the throat and in the mouth. Now there's a fire in the belly. Ooh, that was interesting. Very pronounced. It just kind of hit all at the same time. Wow. Okay. Geez, I'd really like that heat to subside a little bit before I go with the Old Duppy fire pooch. But, ooh. Wow, it's that heat in the stomach that makes you feel like I'm going to have some heartburn later. It's intense. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, wow. Okay, scorpion is still there, but in the interest of time, I don't want to keep you all here forever. And it's been 45 minutes. We're going to end with the old duppy. Remember, I'm a little bit nervous now because, as I said, my friends did warn me about the old duppy, and it was by far the hottest of the 5 sauces. And now that we've gone this final round where we're just going straight spoonfuls, and the scorpion being so pronounced in heat, much hotter. I'm really worried about the old duppy. Plus, I gave myself a very healthy spoonful, but I did start this and I have to finish it. So, the last one, old duppy fire pooch. Fire pooch. Wow, great flavor up front. Ooh, the flavor is so good, you start salivating, not just from the heat, but there's something about the balance of flavors in this hot sauce. Really, all kinds of things are firing on my tongue. Savory, sweet, fruity, great thick consistency, just tiny little chunks, a few seeds, other little bits to let you know that it's made out of, real peppers. Ooh, okay. A slow burn. Oh, the duppy. Great flavor. Really enjoying it. The heat is very slow to kick in, but it's definitely building. Since this is the last one, I'm going to go to the comments over here on Facebook. Tim Smith, good to see you. Yes, Mark. Good to see you, buddy. I think Mark is still in Mexico. Alex, yes. Well, 5 ghosts summons Beetlejuice. It's 4 ghosts of the old duppy. Jerry Silva, buddy from Colorado, good to see you. Anna from New York City. Tanya, also from New York, but currently in Barbados, just a few blocks from here. Heat is definitely building on the fire pooch. Mac Ling, good question. Did I shake the bottle? You know what, Mac? I did not shake the bottle. And I really should have. Ooh, tingling. Tingling sensations, not just on my tongue, but also in the front of my head. Forehead tingling from the heat. Bones, great to see you in here. My friend Elena from the Bay Area, she was said she was going to be snowboarding today. She was on West Coast time, so she's 4 hours behind us. She said she was going to take a break from the slopes just so she could join us here for the hot sauce tasting. Bones, thank you for your commitment to this video moment. Ooh, Brenda Hatley, also here. Great to see you. Yes, thank you for commenting on my tan. I do have a tan. It's more pronounced on the Facebook Live. Instagram is a bit more washed out. Thank you for commenting on that. Very happy with the way my tan is going. Wow. The heat on the old duppy this time is not so much punchy. It's a slow burn, and you're getting much more of a body high. I'm getting tingles. Sorry, I can't talk. Woo! Like a little lightheaded, tingling on the tongue, front of the forehead. Wow, it's a great sensation. Definitely the body is releasing endorphins to compensate for the heat. A very enjoyable situation going on here with the fire pooch from Old W. Woo, okay. Now, interestingly, I think when we were doing the spoonful taste test, the scorpion, very, very hot, long lasting, continuing to punch higher than its weight class. But the Old Duppy finished off in a new way. Rather than being hotter, it's actually creating a physical sensation, almost like how you feel after eating Sichuan peppercorns, when that tingling numbness gives you that body high. I definitely feel like I'm getting a body high off the Old Duppy. A little bit numb in the mouth, tingling on the tongue, a little bit of a head rush. Really good. So, wow, I'm going to try to do a recap, but I don't know if I can do it. Also, getting a little congested with my nose kind of getting clogged up. I need more of the Duppy. Okay, as a recap, we started tonight by trying each of the hot sauces with Chefette chicken tenders. From that round, I felt like the scorpion was the best overall, with the orange pepper sauce being the classic. The red, definitely side by side with the orange. Put that out. The Grace Jamaican standby hot sauce, middle of the road. Neither bad nor good. Did I enjoy it? Yes. Would I seek it out? No. Would I turn my nose up at it if presented with it at a restaurant? Absolutely not. I would eat it again. Now, with what we've learned in this final round of just having the hot pepper sauce by itself, the Marley Vale Classic Orange Standby, very interesting, much more complex, lots of things to enjoy about that hot sauce, both with the chicken tender and with the spoon test. It's really an interesting toss-up between the scorpion from Chief and the Old Duppy Fire Pooch. Both on the higher ends of the heat spectrum. I would say the scorpion is still a better all-around hot sauce. I don't think it would be an every meal hot sauce, but I would keep it on hand. Would I go out and buy another bottle of this? Absolutely. I think it's a quality hot sauce. I think it can be enjoyed on many different foods. The Old Duppy Fire Pooch. I'm a little torn. I respect this hot sauce. I have a lot of respect for this hot sauce. Did I enjoy it? Yes, I enjoyed it. Did I think it was interesting? Yes. Did I find the heat manageable overall? Yes. Would I buy it again? I don't know if I would specifically go out and buy this hot sauce again. Am I interested in other Old Duppy hot sauce products? Absolutely. Thank you for joining me tonight on Instagram Live and Facebook Live. Live from Barbados during the first night of our national pause. Join me next time where I'll be trying other hot pepper sauces here in Barbados. Leave questions in the comments. If you have a hot sauce that is local to Barbados and the Caribbean that you think I should try, let me know and I'll try it next time. This is Brandon Sugiyama signing off. Thank you for joining me.